opportunity to go out and meet the great folks at the Nashville Sertoma Club. Got to speak to them. They didn't fall asleep when I was talking to them, which is always fantastic. Let's bring on the president, I guess the president of the club, Mike Landy. Mike, how are you, buddy?
I am fantastic. Good morning to you.
Are you the president?
I am the president. This year, we change up every year.
All right. For those that know, I found out about the Sertoma Club, but let everybody know the Sertoma Club, what it is, and the mission that you guys and gals have.
Sertoma is a service. Excuse me. Clear my voice, my throat a little bit. Sertoma is a service club that has in Nashville has been active since 1946, and we serve really the community in general, two general ways. One is that we have half of our donations go to the to hearing, improving or hard of hearing issues, hearing loss, and so forth, and half of it just goes to great needs in the community. And we have a foundation. This is the only service club I know of that carries locally a foundation, and we donate nearly $100,000 a year back into our community.
What a great thing, Mike. And again, I grew up here. I've heard of you guys, didn't know the mission that you guys have. And to see the dedication and devotion, the passion you give for this community throughout these 75 years is a fantastic thing. For you, you've been involved for quite a while. What's the best part for you, Mike?
Well, I'm a transplant. I came from Minnesota. I started in Sertoma up there. There's a national organization that's headquartered in Kansas City. For me, it was the relationships I developed with and among the Sertomans. So when I came here to Nashville, I decided that this would be a great way to give back to this community and meet some great people, and both have happened for me.
Okay, so let's talk about people who can come see you guys and talk to you. Every Tuesday, I guess, you guys have a lunch at the Millennium Maxwell House. That's where we came out last week and spoke to you. What a great time, Mike, because I probably talked to 25 people after I spoke from people all around. It was just a really cool networking thing. Was that the goal of the lunch program, is to network, connect, and meet people otherwise you might not get to run into?
Well, we obviously network with one another. You saw that every seat was filled. You were a great draw. We have wonderful speakers each week. You being a great one. We enjoy you. I think you have the record now for speaking the most words in a Sertoma meeting. You were talking so fast.
Right.
We got it, and you were a hit. And but no, I mean, we learn a lot too. I mean, our speakers, you brought certainly a lot to the table in your week, but we've had every single week we have speakers that may be politicians. They could be any individual that's interesting in the community that we can get to come to see us on a Tuesday. It's great, and I certainly want to invite people that are tuning in here to join us. It's free. We'd like to serve you a great buffet lunch and have you sit on one of our programs, such as Joe was last week.
Yeah, Mike, I was ready to fight somebody. If anybody would have stood up, I was going to go.
Well, the segment where you read a bunch of emails made us all feel good, because we don't get those sorts of emails, Joe.
Oh, yeah. For those watching this morning, I was reading emails I got when I worked at Channel 4 from viewers who thought when the pandemic hit, because I was out doing my job and helping people, that I should be fired, or in some cases, one lady thought I should die from the virus. So that was always good to share with what was going on in the news world at that time. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed all that.
Oh, we had a ball with you. You, like I said, I'm trying to remember how many things you talked about.
You just wind me up and let me go there. Mike, again, but what's cool about this is sometimes you go to these clubs and there's 15 men, 70 years and older, not paying attention, but there was young, old, male, female. I mean, it's a quite diverse club you guys got.
We do, and that's the whole goal. In fact, one of the, as you notice, there were some older members. Some are even second generation members. Their parents were in the club. It is a great opportunity to meet people. In other words, for younger people, there's a lot of older members that can help you, tutor you a bit in your profession or your business. I mean, these guys have got a lot of experience, and for that aspect. Secondly, I mentioned the foundation. I think this club needs to carry on, and we need some good younger blood. We have some. We certainly would invite more in. Professionals or business people, anybody, just show up and we'll have a nice lunch and we'll get to meet you.
I see, I don't know if you can see the webpage, but you got scholarship money available, the 62nd annual Freedom Essay Scholarship Contest. I remember going high school that my mother had me write for all these, because you never know. And there's an opportunity for kids to get some money to go to college. What a great thing from you guys again, Mike.
Well, we're giving that award out. This year we talked about, we're talking about really the basic values of freedom and what it means to all of us in America. And sometimes we take it for granted. But one thing we talked about this year is the responsibility that each of us has to have freedom. And that's what the essays are about. Our awards dinner is this month on April 28th. We also award money to audiology students at Vanderbilt and other institutions in the area. We have a fantasy baseball program where we take young folks that are either deaf or severely hard of hearing out to the Sound Stadium. They meet and greet with the players. There's a lot of activities out in the field, and then they all have a hot dog for lunch. That's coming up in May.
Nice. That is excellent. When did you move here from Minnesota?
I came 7 years ago. I moved from St. Cloud, Minnesota, which is right almost in the middle, northwest of the Twin Cities, where it's very cold. And I came to Lebanon here. I noticed you guys are talking about Lebanon a lot. Makes me feel at home.
Yeah, we're right. Our palatial studio is here in Lebanon. So all that. So the Sertoma Club, you can just Google Sertoma Club Nashville. All the information comes up. Mike, what a great time. What a great thing. And I mean, I really enjoyed speaking because it was a packed house. It was a lot of fun. It was engaging. And the best part I liked about it, Mike, I actually got questions after I spoke. All too often you get no questions and people are out the door, but people stayed around, talked. I mean, it was really fun to speak to a club who really was hanging on every word that you're saying. So I really appreciated that part of that, Mike.
Yeah, I just invite others. I mean, the programs are great. You were phenomenal. We didn't have people shaking our heads. We had them nodding with you.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
And no one fell asleep that I could see.
Oh my goodness! But you and the intern both got stuck in traffic coming on the potholes.
We did. They were the potholes. Potholes. What's the deal with potholes?
It's every year, man.
Your potholes here. I mean, I thought I fell into one and my whole car was in the thing. I don't know how I got out of it.
Well, here's some advice for you. Stay off Briley Parkway. They've got potholes that down in the potholes, they have families living down there. So stay away from those.
Well, as long as there's a good Kroger down there.
Mike Landy, thank you, my friend. We will see you soon again at the Sertoma Club. Thanks for all you do, man. I appreciate your time this morning, sir.
Thanks to both you and the intern.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good day, buddy.
Bye.
All right, Mike Landy, that's with the Nashville Sertoma Club. We really had a great time speaking to him. And then we found out the mission and their outreach and what they do and how long they've been doing it in Nashville. It's really cool since 1946. And you know, as a guy who grew up in Nashville, my grandfather was very active in the city of Nashville. He worked for the Metropolitan Transit Authority for many, many years in management there and was just a good man. So to think he might have been involved in part of, I don't know if he was, but it's kind of cool to think that he was involved in part of the city.